A lot happened. Something happened. I just finished season 3 of One Punch Man. I used to be excited every week, but after episode 6, I didn't care anymore. How did I go from obsessed with it, biting my nails in anticipation of each new episode, to completely done with it, feeling forced to even finish it? Let me explain. I need to rant about this. I'm not gonna show a ton of clips from this mess, so here's my version of Fubuki as a background. If you haven't seen this video and this channel, go watch it. I promise you, it's more entertaining, more animated, and more immersive than this entire season of One Punch Man. Anyway, when I started this season, I thought it was mid. Animation was bad, but I don't even care that much about animation. If the story is good, if the timing is good, if the rest is good, then it's fine. Personally, I don't care. I have very low standards when it comes to animation. It's not a huge criteria for me, but for the first time, it bothered me. When it's so bad, it becomes distracting. Then horror farming is gone, the hype is gone, the entertainment is gone, and comedic timing doesn't work anymore. The action is boring, the art style and filters are all over the place, it's so distracting. I was so bored, I stopped watching episode 7. I quit in the middle. Mind you, the episodes are very short, but I could not finish it. I was just bored out of my mind and a little frustrated since I kept noticing the issues instead of enjoying the show. So I took a break and came back later to watch the last 5 episodes. Did my mind change? No. How can I review this season? Well, there's not too much to say really. After episode 6, the story is non-existent, which is fine, but when the fights are so painful to watch, it becomes tedious. Sure, they follow the manga closely, they remove a few scenes here and there, but they literally reproduce the panels and techniques of the manga version instead of adapting it. Please, just quit with those lines already. The art style is very inconsistent, which takes me out of it. The comedy is gone, they try but it doesn't work for me. Moments that are supposed to be cool, sometimes they just look goofy, and instead of following the action, I kept noticing how they tried to cut corners. Even the music and sound effects, they don't add much anymore. There's many moments that should be hype and emotional, you hear the familiar music, but it doesn't work anymore. It's just flat. Of course, it didn't actually get worse after episode 6. I think the animation was bad since episode 1. The art style was always inconsistent, but I don't know if it's scope or just the writing being more entertaining before, but I was not that bored and bothered. So honestly, I don't know what happened. But I was so bored, I didn't want to finish the season, which is a little weird. Like I said in my first video, lots of scenes with no background and different art styles. And you know it's laziness because some of these scenes, they do have a background in the manga, but in the anime, they just remove it for something random. And again, those lines, I was so tired of it. You do this on paper, in a manga. In an anime, you don't do it that much. Maybe a few times to really emphasize something, but most of the time you're not gonna overuse it. But they did it all the time for every fight, every action, every character talking or screaming. It was so annoying. And of course, very little Saitama. But it is One Punch Man after all. It's usually like this, even in the manga. He comes in at the end to save the day and end the fight. But I think we notice it more in this season because the fights are just so boring and the entire episodes are kind of boring and it feels like the show just drags and drags and you're just waiting for Saitama to come in and finish this mess. That would be my take on that. The lack of Saitama is not the issue, because it is like that even in the manga, but at least the other parts are very entertaining. But in this season, nah, it was just boring, I think, so that's why it really stood out to me as well. I think I just wanted this to end, and I could not wait for Saitama to finally show up and just get this over with, you know? I will say, the last 2 episodes were better. The art style was more consistent, even the comedy worked sometimes, maybe once or twice. And we had some animation. The Atomic Samurai fight or Puri, for example, had very cool sequences. It almost seemed like episode 11 and 12 were made by a different team. But still, a lot of still images, slow panning of one frame and weird choices, but those had maybe 1 or 2 minutes of good animation, and it's not great, but good, I would say. And it makes it frustrating in a way, because the rest of the episodes and the entire season really are just bad. And it's a shame, because they do have really cool frames and better art style sometimes, but they drag it for so long with little to no animation. It just ruins it after a while. You get tired of it. Way too long, so long that it took me out of the scene most of the time, even if it's a cool image. After watching episode 12, I'm just disappointed. Is it the worst thing I've seen? No. But it is by far the most disappointed I've been by an anime adaptation of a manga that I actually like. And I've seen Berserk. So 1 out of 5 for existing, but to be honest, instead of getting me excited for the end of the arc or make me want to read the manga instead, it just made me want to watch something else. Of course, it will pass and it doesn't ruin the manga, but man, I need some time to forget about this disappointing adaptation. Oh yeah, the opening is good. Probably my second favorite. All the budget went there maybe, I don't know. Thank God we still have the webcomic and the manga, at least for now. You know, I hope one day they remake it or improve it for the next season, but I'm not even sure they will ever make a next season. Disappointment.